Hey, cool, peace. Ken here. Welcome back to Guitars, Songs and Home Studios. I am doing a little bit more of experimentingly type thingies on whether I'm using the HX Stomp or whether I'm going to use the Ruby from UA. So I'm going to do some loud in the room sound tests today and see what goes. So hopefully enjoy this. I hope you'll find it interesting and let's get with it. Cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the parts caster. It's the guitar of the day. And I'm going to play it through my, you can hear it hissing away here. I'm going to just leave this in the room so you can see, but I'm playing it through my 212 cab from an AC30 from the 90s that I've rewired as a 60s, as I've rewired as a 60s AC30 because it was breaking down and there was all sorts of problems with it. So I took the PCB out. You probably know that story if you follow me. If you don't, I'll leave a video up here to say what I've done with that. But I'm going to run it through the Loudster. It's not using the copper top, not using the AC30 at all. I'm going to use this, where is it there? I'm going to use this thing, the Loudster. Now, my idea is, that thing is seriously back-breakingly heavy. So I don't want to be carrying that out, but I'm an old style, there we go. I'm an old style ampy type person. So what I want to do is I want to be able to have something in this, which is a G12 loaded deluxe, Tweed deluxe cab. I want to put a solid state amp in that and take that as my fallback, because I can't use any ears. I find it very difficult to record in the studio with headphones on. So I don't like anything in my ears. It just wrecks my head. So I'm trying to find what I can do. Whether one of these things will cut it as being an AC30. I have got a mind to put an AC30 in the deluxe, but I'm trying to get away from valves. So it's all the journey. If you're trying to get away from valves as well, if you're looking for that tone where you can just turn it on and not worry if something's popped on the journey there, or you bounced a valve, or something's not working, the output transformer's just burnt out on you. So I'm going to do some tests. It's going to get loud. Like I said, I'm driving the two Greenbacks in that AC30 cabinet with the Loudster. I'll do some measurements for dB levels, peak levels, and put them into the video as well. But here we go. Let's have a listen. Let's have a look at what goes, because I'm interested. Is the UA... The Ruby sounds amazing in my DAW. Does it sound good on here? I know that the HX Stomp does, and there's a video up here for that. How I've done some testing and changed it. The HX Stomp sounds amazing through the Loudster, and I got it to match with the Deluxe cab as well. Bit of work on there. Up on there, you'll see a video for that, how I compared those. Right, let's have a go with this. It's going to get loud. Alright, that was the Stomp. This is the Ruby. Right, so the setup's the same. This is the Ruby with no drives in it. And this is the HX. As you know, there's a lot more toppy in that HX. What model we got here? No, I'm on a normal channel. I'm on the Fawn, so that's a 63 or 62 non-top boost. Not great. And that's the Ruby. And this is the HX. Sorry, everything's going through the HX effects into the Ruby. Interesting. So the bass sound is different. I could probably get it, I could similar it up, but I'm not really wanting to do that. I'm trying to get this so I can see which is better, which works, just as I've set them up. This is what I go to a gig with. Not much else I can do with the Ruby because it's on full cut. That's its channel. It's normal channel. Nice. Okay, it's louder. Let's turn the volume down. Still more about it. Let's take the presence off. Still darker, isn't it? That Ruby's still darker. That's better. Okay, taking all the treble out of the stomp, so we're pretty level now. Alright, let's try some drives. This is the Ruby. Sustain, but it sounds a bit phasered. It sounds a bit fuzzy. I don't know whether that's fuzzy good or fuzzy not. This is the stomp. Interesting. I want to try and get that feedback because I think there's a different tonality to the feedback. Exact same settings. just play some power chords. Alright, cool, so there we go. As you know, if you follow this channel, and if you don't follow the channel, please subscribe. Ka-ching down there. Give me a like so I can get to other people. Thank you. But if you follow my channel, you'll know that I'm a musician. I'm a home studio owner, purpose-built studio. I record all my music in here and I stream and do all sorts of things musically from here. So I'm not into making pristine videos. I'm not into making absolute masterpieces. There's other people who are way better on this interwebby type thing than me to do that. So the way that I approach things is how I would use them and doing it in a real world sense. So how I would set a piece of gear up and how I would use it either in the studio or whether I could use it out live. So that's the way I've done this video. It's a bit bitty, it's a bit all over the place, but that's the way that I like to work, and I want to show you that that's how I'm working. I'm not making it pristine. What I've learnt today is the HX Stomp, which I know is very, very capable of replicating the AC30 in a live situation with a power cabinet, is still high bar. The UAFX Ruby, it was weird because I need to do some more testing. I don't know whether it come across on the video, but especially when I was doing the sustain and feedback holding the notes, the Ruby, there was some sort of fizz going on at the tail end of the note. Now I don't know whether that was digital distortion, because maybe some gain staging that I could improve to allow it not to distort, or whether it is some phasing issue that was causing a fizz or a distortion. I'm not sure. It sounded starkly different in the room at the time. When I've listened back to the video, you can't really hear it. So whether it was me hearing something that I shouldn't be hearing, or hearing something that I wasn't hearing in the room, I don't know. It wasn't a terrible sound, but it was different. And when I've played the AC30 itself, it sounds more like the sustain of the HX Stomp. But I don't know whether there's something with the gain staging on the Ruby that I needed to be careful of, because the HX Stomp is all enclosed, but the Ruby is by itself, and it was getting a drive pedal put into it, so I don't know whether the drive pedal was hitting the front end too hard, if that makes sense. So what I was impressed with, they are both, I'd say they are like this. They are a balance. They are absolutely, they're amazing. Both amazing pieces of kit, and significantly lighter than an AC30. The Ruby and the HX Stomp, I just think are amazing. Ooh, I don't know which one I'd use. That's a video for another day again, I think. I don't like putting all my eggs in one basket. In that sense, what I mean is I'm utilising the HX Stomp for the time effects, so delays, not so much reverbs, but delays, modulation effects, so choruses, phasers, vibrato, tremolos, and I'm using it for the drives in that unit. So one thing that I do think, what's one of the reasons why I looked at the Ruby, one of the things that I do think is, if I could let the Stomp do its effects thing, and then use another pedal, say the Ruby, to do the amp simulation thing, letting them do different lifting, instead of putting everything into the Stomp and letting that do all the lifting, all the heavy work. I'm just thinking, can I separate them out and give them a little bit of breathing space? Let the amp modeler do its job and let the Stomp do its job. I don't know. The Stomp makes a fantastic job of everything, but I'm just looking, and as an engineer, I'm just thinking, you know, can we share the load? They're both amazing. Please let me know what you think. Leave some comments down below. Can you hear a difference? Do you think the AC30 is, I should just stick with a valve AC30 and break my back and spend lots of money on valves? Or do you like the way this new technology is going? Let me know down below. Thanks for being here. I'll see you again for another Guitars, Songs and Home Studios sometime. Take it easy. Remember, music equals life. And enjoy your day. See you later. Peace.